WTF Weekly, man. Breaking news, man. Rick Ross and his crew just was jumped in Vancouver, Canada by alleged Hells Angel members affiliated with Drake, allegedly. You know what I mean? Everybody, this could have been a problem that they just had out there, but everybody pointed at Drake. And hey, it could be the boy. It could be the lover boy. You never know. But this is alleged. But what is true is that Rick Ross and his crew did have an altercation. Bodyguard got beat up pretty bad. One of his DJs, one of the homeboys with the DJs got laid out. Yeah, it was pretty crucial out there in Canada, man. So hopefully Rick Ross and them made it back to the state. State safe, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, you know, it happens. You know, when it's rap beef stuff, I mean, when it go down in this rap beef, baby, you know, it's gonna be up. Everybody want to up the score, man. So yeah, you know, I'm the king of the beef, man. I definitely done have some bump ins, you know what I mean? Pack outs and all types of wop, you dig? So we're gonna get to this content, man. And yeah, man. I wish they keep it hip hop. I don't want it to go to the streets, man, but hey, it's activated already, man. So it is what it is, man. Let's present the content. Let's get to it, man. Shout out to Urban Hip Hop. Oh yeah, let me add it to the page. My bad. Let's see what's going down in this hip hop world, man. Because yeah, Rick Ross out there in Canada doing his 1-2. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
Back. The boss is back. Vancouver. We finna shut this down. You heard me? Them Luke Belair bottles on ice.
Every day I'm hustling. You know, press yourself up. Didn't even go inside. What's up, dog? Listen, I'm not gonna die for one team. Yes. He's gonna fucking die.
Very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I wanted to say to everyone, you know, that I hope that that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world, you know? That part where the young guy went like, he did this little move, got knocked the right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp. And he might need to go get the Dream Chasers or the 305 Killers.
Yo. Oh my God, man. 50, you know 50 gonna have to troll, man. 50 gonna come back with the troller. You know he don't fuck with Rick Ross. They been beefing on and off for the longest, man. So you know 50 had to throw his 50 cent in. You feel me? Hey, it's ugly, man. It looked like they got some work done to him, man. It looked like the Hells Angels put some work in, man, especially on that security guard, man. They had him on bending knee. You know what I mean? And they was, you know, going to work, kicked him in the face a few times, socking him in the head, you know, but that security did not fall on his ass. He stood tall. He did not lay on the ground. Somebody else got laid on the ground. I seen somebody in some jeans got laid out. They had to pick him up. I think somebody's trying to snatch him away from him or something. But hey, it went out. It went down. Super melee. Yeah, it's up. It's up. I hate this type of shit, and I hate, you know, when it gets ugly like this, because now, you know, people gonna want revenge. You know, people. So this when shit could go back and forth, man. So hopefully, man, meeting. Somebody can have a meeting, calm this shit down before it go left, because it definitely could go motherfucking left, man. Period. And with that being said, man, let's get to our homegirl Tisha Tales, man. And she about to tell us some shit about Akademiks, man. Boy, Akademiks, Voodoo Akademiks now. Voodoo fucking Akademiks, man. The nerve of you, my nigga. But let's hear what Tisha Tales got to say about this shit. And yeah, let's continue with the content, man. Rick Ross gets jumped in Vancouver, Canada. Let's go, y'all.
Kendrick Lamar beef. Drake's corny self escalated to hands being laid on by Rick Ross. At first, Drake and Chubb's goofy ass was in the comments laughing about a black man, namely Rick Ross, getting jumped by a bunch of men that were palm-colored, calling him the N-word. Kiki. It's all fun and games. But y'all, Drake and Akademiks actually escalated to weirdo status. DJ Akademiks posted a video that he claimed were people in Jamaica doing voodoo, dark magic on Whitney and Dave Free. It was weird. It was dark. It was corny.
Look at that. What the hell?
It was everything Drake is, minus the dark part. Anyway, y'all, let's get into this because you can't make this up. Where do we start at first? First of all, let's start off with the whole Drake thing, okay? At first, Drake and them were letting it known it was them. Drake in the Family Matters video, I did a whole live on this, but let me just condense it for everybody and I'll put up proof. On the Family Matters video, when he was dissing Kendrick, he literally showed him chauffeuring, acting like driving Miss Daisy to the head of the Hells Angels chapter in Canada, or at least in Toronto. Also, Andrew Curran, I believe, is one of the presidents. He is Drake's neighbor. It has been talked about on Canadian TV. I'll put the clip in the back about the way Drake was always a groupie for the Hells Angels, begging for protection, begging to be down with the membership, but they wouldn't let him in. But I guess he paid enough and that check cleared. Now, also, the Hells Angels are notoriously racist, borderline neo-bebe group. Everybody knows it. Argue with yourself. I don't care if you know one or two Latino, Black, or Asian Hells Angels. It is what it is. And the people that are actually white that hang in the Hells Angels will...
Fair use. Let me get the screen right quick. Fair use. But I'm gonna let y'all know. The Hells Angels run Canada. Period. You go to any part of Canada, you know that the HAs run that shit. You go to the strip club, the HAs run that shit. You go to the nightclub, the HAs run that shit. You go to the cannabis club, the HAs run that shit. They run all the shit, period, in Canada. You got to go through them. Everything got to pass through them. They run Canada, period, flat out. So that'll be the equivalent of the gangs in LA. How LA, the gangs run LA. The Hells Angels run Canada, period, straight up. Like it's no, I don't know what they do as far as their business, but they run that shit. I don't know if they, leaning on people, extorting and all that shit. I don't know, but I know they run the city, meaning they own it. You go to the strip club, it's owned by the Hells Angels. You go to the nightclub, it's owned by the Hells Angels. I'm not saying they own some old, street shit, and selling drugs, but as far as the business infrastructure, all that shit is ran by the Hells Angels, hands down. So that's Canada. That's they play up there, just so because I see she going into this whole Hells Angels spill. I'm just letting you know they run Canada. So with Drake being in Canada, you better be tapped in with them, because if you're not, then hey, you left for the wolves. You dig? So yeah, if he knew better, he'd do better. But yeah, you better. Shit. If I'm in Canada, I'm tapping in with the HAs all day, nigga. For real. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
I'll tell you that much. Okay, times ain't changed that much. So why does everybody, including me, think Drake ordered that? Akademiks posted that. On top of that, he posted that weird Obia thing. Is really dark. I'm not going to show the video because it's bad vibes, but I will say Kendrick stayed prayed up. And not only that, Drake, Akademiks, whoever else y'all got trying to put roots on people, do you not know that stuff will come back 10 times to you? You playing with things that you don't understand.
Hey guys, Future Tisa here. Also, Ak is so goofy.
It's been confirmed what he was showing was not, in fact, voodoo. It was something called obeah. Also, do you know that obeah is illegal in Jamaica? The act makes it illegal to be a person practicing obeah. It defines it as any person who, to an effect, any fraudulent or unlawful purpose, okay, set for the gain or for the purpose of frightening any person, uses or pretends to use any occult means or pretends to possess any supernatural power or knowledge. Y'all, if that was me and I was Kendrick, I would be petty and go to Jamaica and wait for them to make a citizen arrest of DJ Fluffy. But anywho, let's continue. And Act is a straight up weirdo. Weirdo.
Fair use. Hold up, Big Swell Up. Did we just hear them say they're putting voodoo on Kendrick Lamar's wife and Dave Free? Come on, man. What the fuck is going down, Drake fans? The nigga lost. We don't need no voodoo. We don't need niggas getting jumped. He lost. You could jump niggas. You could put the voodoo. He still lost. You can't erase history or rewind time and hopefully, nah, nigga, this is not Back to the Future where you could go back and try to erase time and make it. No, it happened. He lost. Period. People are going to be playing this song. It is what it is. Drake has been performing this song on his shows. Literally. So it is what it is. He accepted the L. The fans need to accept the L and move on. Straight up. But let's continue. That's some weirdo ass shit though, Act. You are promoting people putting voodoo, what you say, in Jamaica? So people in Jamaica trying to put voodoo on this man's family. And you thinking that shit is funny? You see how much of a weirdo colonizer nigga, because you could be a colonizer without being, you know, the other skin color, you know? You could be a vulture, a culture vulture, you know, that's trying to suck the motherfucking culture dry. You know what I mean? Till there's nothing but skeletons and bones. And that's what this motherfucking fat munchy cheat nigga do. You feel me? Fatademics, whackademics, fedademics, voodoo-ademics. You see the shit that they doing. Bro, your man's lost. But before that, oh, my number one is Drake. And Drake is the nigga. He's still the nigga. You can't stop that. Nobody can stop that. But on this, between them two, he lost. Get over him, my nigga. Let's get back to the content. But the voodoo shit is wild, man. Y'all got to calm down, fans. Drake fans, y'all got to slow down, Turbo. Cool. Let's go. Fair use.
Weirdo for posting that. And so's Drake. Let's get into this. Okay, so what do we know? Drake was trying to brag that he got tied to the Hells Angels in in Canada. If you guys don't know, Hells Angels actually is a California gang. It started in California. They were known to be white people that do not like black people, and black people were not allowed to join for the longest time. And there's still only a smattering of them. On top of that, just last weekend in Bakersfield, California, the whole chapter of Hells Angels were arrested for drugs, trafficking, kidnapping, all this crazy stuff. They are super, super criminal. Some people said that Drake was begging for the protection of the Hells Angels because he thinks that when he has to go to LA, right, for his Oakland stop, he thinks the Hells Angels are going to provide him protection. I don't know how true that is. I doubt it very much. And does Hells Angels in America? That's like saying, you know, the blood of Crips in California, and they're going to protect you in New York. Do the Hells Angels from America, California to Canada, do they even talk? Can they offer them safe passage? And are the Hells Angels in California going to go to war with the Bloods and the Crips over Drake stuff? Because at the end of the day, Drake already paid that money. I just take that money and laugh. He is the dorky kid that will pay his way out of anything. I take his money and still let him get his butt beat in California. People are very critical. And by people,
I'm going to say this, man. Niggas is playing a very dangerous game, man. You know, as far as going to the streets with this shit. You know what I mean? Like, houses is getting shot up. Mansions is getting shot up. Like, it's up. Like, we enjoying the music, but on the outside, it's going up. Drake security, our house got shot up. Another person, I think the Weeknd manager house got shot up. Like, it's up. Rick Ross just got jumped. It's up. Y'all think it's all some play shit. It's up, but it's a dangerous game. This could get very dangerous, man. And I pray that motherfucker squash it before we get into some Tupac Biggie shit, man. Because now we dealing with another one of our top artists top artists in the game, taking it to some street shit, and then somebody could be eliminated, you know, and then we'll have another Biggie and Tupac situation. So somebody needs to really mediate this shit before it goes too far. Just me, you know, just me knowing the history of how shit go, you know, because hip hop is the streets, my nigga. Like most of these hip hop artists comes for the streets first, and then they in the industry, but they still tied into the street. They still come from somewhere. And they whole hood and they whole motherfucking project or they gang or they crew got they motherfucking back. Period. They all come from somewhere. Because it all started in the streets, my nigga. So it go back to the streets when it turned to street shit. So niggas is playing a dangerous game. I hate it. I wish niggas just keep it hip hop. Period. But it's becoming dangerous and foul, man. It is what it is. Straight up. And then niggas can't eat when it's beef. You know what I mean? Niggas can't go. Oh, if any nigga, if I was Kendrick, I'm not doing no shows in Canada. If I was Rick Ross, I wouldn't have thought about going to Canada, nigga. If I'm Metro Boomin, if I'm motherfucking Future, I'm not going to Canada. Period. Because I know what could happen. I know that we can't get our guns through that motherfucker. I can't get my gun, nigga. How am I? What, I got 20 Bruce Lee niggas that could Muay Thai niggas. Like, what we gonna do? Nice. We gonna stab it out? Oh no, man. Nah. I'm not protected over there. My security can't have guns. Oh, nigga. Hey, no. We won't be going to Canada. Period. Straight up until this beef is deceased. You know, and then even then you got fans, overzealous fans. And I think this is probably what that was, but everybody's saying it's HAs and whatnot. But let's see, because Tisha tells, she does tell. She breaks that shit down to the very last compound. So let's see what the sister got to say. Tisha, do tell. Let's go, y'all. Fair use.
I mean, me, that Drake has taken because he can't take his L and because he got out-rapped and because everybody knows that he was once a lame, always a lame. He is now escalating this to violence because he has nothing else because he thinks it's going to distract us the fact that he is a loser. But let's get into what everybody's saying. On top of that, Drake has always wore the 81 t-shirts. That is Hell's Angel gang paraphernalia. The people that jumped Drake were wearing Hell's Angels paraphernalia. Now, first they were keying over this, and Drake was liking the video of white boys calling a black man the N-word while they're beating up. Again, Drake don't identify with black culture. Think about it. Drake, what did somebody say? Somebody made a really good joke. I gotta find it. Somebody made a really good joke about Drake collaborated. Where is it? They said Drake collaborated with hold on, this is good. They said, no. Joe Johnson on Twitter said, let me get this straight. Drake went to cry to his white mom about Rick Ross being racist to him. Okay. Then he was featured on an album. Drake was featured on an album with a girl that was so racist, she needed therapy. That's right. Camila Cabello was caught being so racist and vile, anti-Black and anti-Asian, right? And this was current stuff that they literally sent her to therapy to reprogram her mind from racism. And now Drake is getting backed by a gang with white supremacy ties. Yo, this is crazy. Okay. Drake has often wanted to be a member of the Hells Angels. There's a clip I'm going to put at the end of this video that have two older white men talking about Drake begging and pleading to be a part of the Hells Angels, how vile they think this is, and what a poser Drake is. And this was years before this came out. He's been trying to get down with them for 5 years. Again, Drake is a lame, and he was never invited to the cookout because he's not Black American. I don't care. Black, he's not Black culturally. He don't get invited. I'm sorry. Anyway, David Dennis said Drake liking the post of a bunch of white dudes yelling the N-word and jumping Black folks is a definition of being not like us. So there's that. Now, here's the funny thing. The Drake trolls, because this is a coordinated attack. You can't tell me that Rick Ross getting jumped on Canadian Day by a gang with close white supremacist ties, and then Akademiks posting the weird post about Voodoo. Ooh, he is weird. Keep Six Solid, right? Said, it's ironic that a white boy punched Rick Ross in the face. Meet Icarus, a rapper, right? Icarus, a rapper. He is a Hell's Angel from British Columbia. from British Columbia. Okay. Also, 6AKTV, whatever. They showed that those are British. They call them BC Demons. BC Demons are part of the Wolfpack Alliance. The Wolfpack Alliance is one of the chapters of Hell's Angels. Icarus is a Hell's Angel. In Family Matters, in order for Drake to show Kendrick that he was linked up, he posted up with the head of the Canadian division of a big biker gang that is borderline white supremacist with tight neo-Nazi and white supremacist ties. Y'all, I don't know if people are still talking about that they're bots, or to them, they don't see race, which lets me know you're not black and you don't really care about the struggle. So why should we even be talking about this?
Slow down, Turbo. Sometimes you got to interact with people. The Hells Angels is from Oakland, California, the original chapter. And they definitely fuck with black people. You know what I mean? They fuck with the East Bay Dragons. That's a black chapter, a black dragon motorcycle club. And they fuck with the East Bay Dragons. All black. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the rumor is up there in Canada, you know what I mean? But out here in America, you know, as far as Oakland, I don't know about everywhere else, but as far as Oakland, the Hells Angels fuck with black people. Just a disclaimer. That's it. But let's go, Tisha. Tisha, do tell. Let's go.
Right? Anyway, let's keep going in to this, right? X on Twitter said, Drake got racist white men fighting for his honor, laughing my butt off. Drake's brand is cooked. Again, the guy has been identified. His name is Icarus, a rapper. He is a Hell's Angel from British Columbia. Again, Drake posted up. David Dennis Jr. said, Drake liking the post of a bunch of white dudes yelling the N-word and jumping black folk is the definition of being not like us. Larry Legend said, a bunch of white boys saying N-word ain't that funny though. Keepsake Solid said, it's ironic that a white boy punched him in his face. Again, Keepsake Solid, go research that account. It's Hell's Angels all up and down there. Julian said, Drake is turning to the Klan for help. Whatever you say, LOL, that's how you know he ain't black. He hate black Americans now because we rejected him. So now he going, I don't know. They said Drake contacting white gangs is more telling than anything else in this beef. Laughing my butt off. Where you even going to talk to these ninjas at? They said, Bossman Stelio said, Drake's Goonz, who are Hell's Angels, a known racist gang, jumps a black man while calling him the N-word. Drake likes the post of the fight with said white supremacist jumping the black man. I think this is where I rescind any and all support. This is weird AF, okay? Also, Shimmy said, I respect that you're the only account that I'm seeing who's not just saying OVO, because they keep saying, oh, it's OVO fans. When it's not OVO fans, you can see Merculus, okay, standing next to Icarus. I know more, but that's all I'm going to say here. They are noted affiliations to white supremacist affiliated gangs. Again, Drake is who Drake is. Six Solid says, shout out to Vancouver for chin checking the double chin on Canada Day. Again, I guess in Canada, a black man being called the M-word is no big deal because they have no cultural ties to slavery, according to them. So what is the big deal? More people are being identified, and Drake is liking more and more posts.
Let me keep it a buck. Gross. You can't say white boy no more. You can't say white boy. Because the white boys slid niggas on their wallet. The white boys slid your boys on their wallet, my nigga. And they was calling y'all the N-word. So you can't be saying white boy. The white boys got with y'all, my nigga. It says put some respect on our name. You can't say white boy no more, my nigga. For real. Because they got with y'all peoples, man. Slid your DJ, slid the nigga that was trying to shadow box, slid him. Beat up the bodyguard, punched you. You can't say white boy no more. You are not allowed to say white boy. Just like niggas say Drake don't say nigga no more. You can't say white boy no more. Those are jokes, my nigga. Gotta throw a joke in there. Let's go, fair you.
Here's the weird part. Y'all brace yourself for this and have y'all grannies get in a prayer circle, because this is not a joke, even though I wish it was. It's just pure weird. Akademiks is a fluffy weirdo for this. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This is actually demonic. And remember when Joe Budden got in him for his keeping his account for his Instagram at 666. I'm gonna put the thing at the end if I can find it. Anyway, I'm not going to post the video because that is very, 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 very dark energy. But Akademiks TV on Twitter posted Jamaica reppin' OVO. It is a picture, as you can see, of Sade, and they put name Whitney Alford, and then another day free saying name day free. And they are doing abaya, I think it's abaya on it, right? They are doing, shout out to CPL Hicks for actually sending me this so I could see what is going on. Drake said Drake is spiraling and crashing out on the internet. His latest music flop. The world is calling him a pedo. OVO hoes, which they are not. They were Hell's Angels crashing out on and off the internet. It's fair that, OVO hoes are crashing on and off the internet. It's fair to say Not Like Us has more cultural impact and has done more damage than any diss record. Chubb's fluffy ass is also liking these videos too. Again, Chubbs picked his side, and no. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's see. Let's get into this.
Okay, we know about the voodoo. All right, let's get to the end of this, where they had this little thing with these gentlemen talking, because she like going back.
Vulture, anything you want, and you can do anything you want to imitate Instagram posts, baby. You don't want that albeit to come back on you, and it looks like it's going that way. You messing with things you don't know anything about. Woo! Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you, babe.
Thing is that every time it's hard to say, well, that's what this is, or that's what, because they say, no, you're wrong. It's actually not that. And so, but he knew what he was doing. He was wearing this Hell's Angels thing. I think he was looking for street cred. Hell's Angels aren't at fault for it. I don't know how they really feel about this guy doing it, but I don't think they're involved with him. I don't think he's a member. I think he just wants to look like he's a tough guy.
Joe, I think you're really onto something profound here. I mean, when you look at Drake, I mentioned in the intro, this is the fellow from the mean streets of Forest Hill. Now, for those not familiar with Toronto, Forest Hill is probably one of the very best neighborhoods in all of Toronto.
That's where he grew up.
Yeah, it's the absolute opposite of straight out of Compton. And I think for street cred, I think because of the rap hip hop culture, it's important that you have this really badass persona, that you're a gangsta. That's what really counts. I don't get it myself, but
his lyrics reflect that. I mean, and rap, I guess goes with it. That's art. We're not into censorship around here, and so it is what it is. This is one of these things where you've got a guy who wants so badly to be part of that scene.
Yeah.
And how he does it is, and there's a lot of things to like about Drake. I mean, his career success is there. He's from here. I think a lot of us are enjoying how successful he is. And he's taken some of the local people with him. But the problem is they're on bail for violent crimes, taking them to Europe. And I think that's the part that really bothers me. And for me, David, it's the whole thing that goes back to around 3 years ago when Ariella Navarro Fenoy was shot down at the CNE at the Music nightclub.
Right.
And it happened in front of Drake, the original shooting.
Yeah.
And he never did talk to the police. And
he went AWOL on that issue.
He did. And he was there and his guys were there. And we don't know who killed the other guy, Duval Hibbert, and the shot that was either aimed at him or somebody else that was fleeing that went down the street and hit Ariella.
Yeah.
That was one of Drake's fans. And if you're not going to go and talk to the police and help them for one of your fans, then I've lost a lot of respect for you.
Wowzers. Okay, man. As you see it, man. It's going the fuck down, man. Drake done up the skull on him. Leave that boy alone, man. Leave that angry individual alone, man. Leave that man alone, man. Ross, you should have never took your ass to goddamn Vancouver. No parts of Canada, nigga. Your plane already damn near dropped out the sky, bro. Leave that nigga alone, bro. Period. Kendrick, Keep doing what you do, my nigga. Keep doing your stuff. Drop that video. Keep doing your stuff, my nigga. But hey, leave that crazy boy alone, man. Period. Leave that nigga alone, right? Hey, up the score on him, man. Hey, up the score, man. You gotta say. Niggas had warnings. Like, I think Cypress Sound went out there and he was threatened. You know, niggas had warnings. If you go out there, it'd probably be a problem. You know what I mean? And I guess Ross didn't take them warnings. And you know, what happened happened. But at the end of the day, man, give it up to Ross, man. Dude punched him, but it didn't really do shit. Ross got right on him, tried to punch him back, and they, you know, broke it up and shit. Ross didn't fold or drop or run. Dude sacked on Ross. It didn't look like too hard. It looked like a little ooh-wop. And Ross got right on him, threw a punch back, like what's happening? You know what I mean? So Ross stood up on business, you know what I mean? Thank God he didn't get stumped out and beat up like his crew, you know, and he was able to get up out of there safe, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a warning shot, like, yeah. And it probably fuck up, you know, rappers even coming to Canada, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. American rappers probably don't feel safe out there no more after this, you know? Niggas probably stop going. So you never know what this do to the relationship with the American rappers and the Canadian, you know, opportunities. But hey, if I was going through this shit, I'm not going out there. Cool. Hey, the ball in your court, Rick Ross. What you gonna do, my nigga? We out this thing. What the fuck weekly, man? It just went the fuck down, man. We out this thing. Yuck Mouth TV. Subscribe to your guy. Deuce.